Good morning, Mon Petit. I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like I am a stuck record at the moment with regards to what I am wearing. If I could say that I have a summer uniform, it would be this. Even down to the way I'm doing my hair at the moment. A little half up, half down, slick back look. Add some earrings so that I don't look like I've not made an effort. This little H&M shirt and a pair of linen trousers. I am reaching for this kind of outfit every single day at the moment because it's just such a like comfy, easy summer outfit. This is the shirt that I picked up in my recent H&M video, and I have not stopped wearing it. I know so many of you guys have shopped the shirt as well because it is just one of those shirts that looks so much more expensive than it is. It's so comfy, it's so easy to wear, and it's just the thing that I've been reaching for time and time again. You know when you just don't really know what to wear? A pair of linen trousers and a little striped shirt. That is my summer uniform, especially on days like today when I'm just at home. I'm going to be doing a lot of admin, a lot of working from home. I've actually had a bit of a switch up recently, quite a bit of an admin overhaul with regards to how things are working. So I've been quite admin busy recently. I've actually taken on an assistant recently, which has been so lovely to have someone working so close with me. But it does mean that there's a little bit more kind of admin, is like you're doing that, you know, handover, those transitions and things like that. But it has meant that the Nancy Myers office has really got its use, which makes me really happy. I might even need to extend the table there so that we have room for 2 people to sit and work in there, but for now it is just the perfect little space whenever I'm having admin days, when I just want to sit at my laptop and just tap away. It's so lovely. But today is another working from home day today. In fact, I actually have something new to show you, which I'm very excited about. I've got some new sunglasses to unbox, and I feel like now is just the perfect time of year to be investing in some gorgeous sunglasses. I am a big sunglass person. I feel like sunglasses are a great accessory to invest in because if you invest in a right pair and also look after them well, you know, you don't just chuck them in your bag, you actually keep them in the case, you look after them, they can last you for years. I have a pair of Gucci sunglasses that when I think about the cost per wear, you know how much I love talking about cost per wear and how important that is to me, but when I think about the cost per wear, I think those Gucci sunglasses at the time, maybe about £200, and I have had them for over 5 years now. I'm pretty sure it's about 5 years, and I wear them in winter, in spring, in summer and in autumn. So when I think about the cost per wear, it must be pennies at this point. And I have a new pair of sunglasses from a new brand that I've actually kind of fallen in love with. I recently bought a pair of sunglasses from Marge and have literally worn them so much that when I saw this pair, I just couldn't resist. I had to pick them up. So these are from Mondotica, from Marge at Mondotica. So I will leave a link to them down below because I really love Mondotica for all of their kind of like glasses selections and all the brands that they have on there. But these I feel like are just going to be the perfect summer sunglasses because they are just so soft. I absolutely adore them. The most adorable little kind of like round 70s pair of sunglasses. Let me get the label off so that we can actually try these on properly. But Marge is a brand that I had never really discovered before, and after the first pair that I got from Marge, I've just fallen in love with the brand. I feel like their price points are really fair with regards to their sunglasses, and they are so well made, and the most important thing to me, they are lightweight and comfortable. Something I've really learned with regards to wearing sunglasses, especially if you're like me and you often have to end up getting a prescription put in your sunglasses. I am pretty darn blind. I think my prescription is maybe like a minus 3.5 now. So it's very much like without my glasses, I cannot see a thing. Like I am so blind, it's absolutely ridiculous. And if I'm going to be wearing frames on my face, I quite like those frames to be able to help me see and make sure that I can actually not have to like double up with regards to contacts and frames. It's quite rare for me to wear contacts and sunglasses at the same time. I don't like doing that. But it does also mean that if I'm like going shopping or if I'm like going from an outdoor to an indoor space, I end up having to leave my sunglasses on and I look like such a prima donna. It's so funny. But anyway, if you're like me and you have to put a lot of prescription lenses in your sunglasses, or you just want to wear them all day and be really comfortable, lightweight sunglasses are so important to me. And I've had so many sunglasses in my collection that I've just found so heavy they end up like hurting my face, which I know sounds so silly, but you know when you get that like pinch on your eyes, or like you really feel the like weight on your nose. I get headaches really easily, and I always find that if sunglasses aren't comfortable on me, I'll always end up with a headache at the end of the day. But these I just fell in love with. I mean, how 70s did these look? I just think they are the cutest thing ever. I love this little detailing on the side. Can you see that kind of I don't even think it's the Marsh logo. I think it's just this kind of detailing that they've got going on. But I love the fact that they're almost this like pinky lens. You can see my eyes through the lenses, which I think is quite nice. Less prima donna-y if I have to end up wearing them inside as well, and I need to keep them on all day. But they are so comfortable. Like, I can't even tell you how lightweight they are. And a lot of metal frames I do find can be quite heavy, but these are just so lightweight and so comfy. So I think these are going to be such a great addition into my summer sunglass accessories collection, because these are the kind that I can totally imagine myself wearing all throughout summer, but also into like autumn time, you know, when you still get those really beautiful, bright, crisp autumn days, but you don't want something that's like full on summer sunglasses. Like, I feel like these are a really nice transitional pair. So I'm so excited to add them into my collection. Speaking of sunglasses, actually, I feel like this new pair is the perfect opportunity for me to do something that I've been wanting to do for a really, really long time, and that is a bit of a dressing room organize and sort out, particularly with regards to my accessories and my sunglasses. I am someone, as I said, who has a lot of sunglasses in my collection. I like to have different styles for different occasions and different days, depending on my mood, depending on what I'm looking for, depending on my outfit, and I like to have them quite easily accessible. And the way that I've been storing them recently, they've actually just been in this wardrobe behind me on one of the shelves, and it has not been a very practical storage solution. And as I mentioned in my last vlog, I have been really trying to think about the practicality of this room. I want this room to just be as aesthetic but also as practical as possible. I want it to be seamless so that I know exactly where things are, so I can put them away easily, because I use sunglasses a lot with regards to like my styling reels, and then it means that they end up like all over the place. Sometimes they even end up all over the house, like if I've worn them outside in the garden, then I just end up chucking them in a kitchen drawer. It's so dreadful when I think about it, and I just want to make them so much more easily accessible. So I'm thinking about doing a little bit of a swap. The drawer that I've been keeping my perfume in, I think, would be the perfect drawer to keep my sunglasses in, and it just allows me to kind of take stock of this room and have a little bit of a rezhuzh and a little bit of like a mid-season organize in here, just to make sure that I'm using this room to its best capabilities, that I'm really maximizing on the space, and that it works really hard as a dressing room. Not entirely sure when the camera stopped recording, where it decided to cut out, but a change of memory card later and we are back. And oh my goodness me, this is looking so much better compared to how the drawer looked before. There is so much room in here, which is just absolutely incredible. And it's kind of made me realize that I don't actually have as many pairs of sunglasses as I thought I did. I've got my gorgeous new Marge pair, my other Marge pair that I got this year, my Gucci's, Valentino's, Jimmy Choo's, my M&S ones, which never came in a case, which is such a shame. I should probably buy a case so that I can kind of protect them and keep them looking lovely. We've got my Holland Coopers, a pair of Ray-Bans, and then I also keep another pair of Ray-Bans downstairs so that whenever I'm pottering out in the garden, I have a pair of sunglasses really easily accessible. And then I've just popped my perfume down here. Now this I think is okay to keep down here because this does not get any direct sunlight because it's so low, but it does look a little bit messy. So I maybe need to do a bit of a clear through of some of my favorite perfumes, but I just don't know how I'm going to choose unless I kind of make it a bit more seasonal, because like I'm not going to be reaching for this right now, let's be honest. The Jo Malone Ginger Biscuit, that is a Christmas scent through and through, and even my Dior scent I find a very wintry scent. This is Ombre Nuit and it's a very like autumn winter scent, so I've not been reaching for that recently either. Instead I've been reaching a lot more for like my Molten Browns. My Jo Malone English Pear and Sweet Pea and English Pear and Freesia are my absolute favorites at the moment. So maybe I just make it a bit more seasonal and I put in storage the perfumes that I'm not reaching for quite as much. But yeah, I think that works a little bit better down there, and then it just keeps the drawer so much more free so that I can keep in things that I actually reach for, and it can be almost like a bit of a trial. how easy is it to reach for the sunglasses? How much am I utilizing that drawer? What else could go in that drawer? And can we utilize like within the dressing room? I think is so important. But it's safe to say I've got the bug. I kind of want to do a little bit of reorganizing with regards to even like my dress rail, because this rail is obviously on show, and so I always want to make sure that I'm keeping that as kind of like stripped back as minimal as possible. If there's something I'm not wearing, I always like to move on from it quite quickly. I'm not much of a hoarder in that sense. Like when it comes to bags or clothes or accessories, if I know I'm not getting the wear out of it, I'm happy to kind of like let it go to another home. I never want to just sitting there gathering dust. So I've got the bug and I want to carry on organizing. That being said, there are a few things that I think I need to be a little bit more brutal with that I've not gotten the wear out of this summer. I have not reached for this dress once, and I wore it so much last summer. This is the Forever New dress, which is so gorgeous, but it is just very bold, and I haven't really been reaching for bold patterns this year. You can probably tell of my like new in section that I'm much more about those kind of like ditzy florals, those kind of more timeless patterns like polka dots, obviously much more like plain prints. I've not reached for this dress once, so I might need to say goodbye to this, which is kind of heartbreaking. There's another dress here that I don't know whether to keep into autumn winter, but I didn't wear it once in spring. It's this little Karen Millen number. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's a great like workwear dress. It would be great for in the office, but it's another one I might have to say goodbye to. Okay, this is the hard thing, you know, when you get the itch and you're like, yes, I'm gonna be brutal, and then it comes to actually having to make decisions and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. This is really hard. Also, a bit of advice needed in this wardrobe, because this wardrobe is a bit of an amalgamation of, we've got a few like linen trousers, we've got some cardigans, we've got blazers, but the main thing that I'm really confused about whether to keep in is jumpers. I actually have not gotten rid of my knits. Even when I've done my like spring wardrobe switchover, my summer wardrobe switchover, I've kept out my knits because we have just experienced the weirdest weather this year. Like I was still wearing knits, even in July actually, I was wearing a few of these knits when it got a little bit chilly, especially my cardigans and stuff when I really just needed a little extra layer. And I don't know if they're even worth putting away, because come August, September, let's be honest, I'm going to be reaching for these again. So it's kind of weird that we have gone the whole year and I haven't put away my winter knits once, but I'm kind of thinking I may as well just leave them out at this point. And I've got a few other things like turtlenecks in here, roll necks, which I never really got a chance to put away, but I feel like there's not really much point anymore. And then a few other bits that I absolutely adore, like my shirts that I love, like just little blouses and things like that. So I think this wardrobe is okay. This can pretty much remain untouched. It's not the neatest in the world, but it serves its purpose. But it's just the funniest thing, I still have these winter knits. Do we think I should just keep them out? Because it's probably just the easiest solution, isn't it? A little bit shiny, but I am so happy with how the dressing room is looking. It's not taking me too long. It's taken the best part of the day, but this is just what I like to do every so often, just to make sure it's all nice and organized. I've said goodbye to a few more dresses that I just felt like I wasn't getting the wear out of. I brought in my new dresses, which you would have seen in my last video, the gorgeous little Hobbs numbers, which I've moved out of the kind of like shoot wardrobe. This is like my new in wardrobe, things that I need to show you, that I need to shoot, that I want to like style up and things like that, and then I can move them into basically their permanent residence, which is the way it works in this dressing room. So it's looking so much neater, and I'm so happy with how much more organized it is. I'm not gonna lie, the one thing that I am still really struggling with for storage in this room is shoe storage. I feel like I just have not found the right solution with regards to my shoe storage. So if you know any good shoe storage solutions, any kind of like shelving units that you would recommend that aren't, I hate to say it, but hideous. Most shoe storage solutions that I see online are like plastic things that go over the door, or they're like shelves that just really do not look cute, or they're just like these really big wide, like I want something very narrow that I can easily put my shoes on, because I'm quite lucky, I have quite small feet, so I can actually use the Billy bookcases to put my shoes on. And it's really funny because like most people I know can't, their shoes will like hang over the edge, whereas being only a 3.5, 4 size, it means that my shoes are a lot smaller than the average person. But speaking of shoes, I have just had another delivery arrive. That's what got me thinking about shoe storage, and just thinking about how I can organize my shoe collection a little bit better, just to make them more manageable, more reachable. As I said, when I'm shooting and things like that, it means that they don't end up all over the floor. But I've received a new delivery from Bobby's, and I adore Bobbi's footwear. I actually don't have any really summery pieces from Bobbi's, but especially in the winter, the boots, their leather pieces, oh my goodness me, they just do the most gorgeous footwear. So I wanted to show you what I picked up. First of all, can we just appreciate how beautiful this packaging is? Look at that, it's like a little seaside scape, which is just making me want to book a holiday. It's making me want to get away because the summer that we've had here in the UK has just not been summering the way it usually does. Now I have been on the hunt for a gorgeous pair of shoes like this for summer, because one thing that I do struggle with in the summertime is beautiful sandal type flip-flop footwear that's actually really comfortable for your feet. The amount of shoes that I have in my wardrobe, and the main collection I always get asked whenever I show like my slides or like my sandals is, are they comfortable? And the answer is always yes, they're comfortable to an extent. Like I have nothing in my wardrobe that gives me blisters wearing them instantly, but I do find it, especially a lot of like my really flat slides, my feet ache by the end of the day. If I've been walking around a lot that day, my feet really ache. So I wanted to get something that's a little bit more practical. I feel like this is really showing my age, that this is like where my priorities have gone to with regards to footwear. But I wanted to get something a little bit more practical that is just really soft and cushioned underneath your foot, but still looks beautiful. And I discovered these on Bobbi's and I just fell in love. Now these are chunky, so I'm gonna be interested to see how these look on, but I'm kind of in love with them. I just think they're going to be such a great addition into my wardrobe. They're kind of giving that like effortless 90s flip-flop vibe, but in a much more modern and a much more stylized way. I love the fact that they're like more of a square toe. I think that really adds to the design element. They are leather, so they're going to be so comfortable to wear. They're not going to give you blisters. They're going to like wear really well. I always find that leather shoes wear so much better than anything that's made like more synthetically. And I did pick these up in a 4, so hopefully they're going to fit beautifully in size. But I thought these would just be such a great addition into my summer shoe collection, and hopefully I'll be able to get a lot of wear out of them, and hopefully they're going to be the most comfortable shoes that I have in my summer wardrobe. I don't want to get too close to show you the sandals because I am very much in need of a pedicure, and I don't really want to show my feet to the whole entire world when they are not looking their best. But I just want to give you a quick little first impression of the sandals. My first impression is that they are quite heavy. I'm a little bit unsure about how comfortable they're going to be with how heavy they are. They look really cool. I love the style of them. I love how like chunky they are, yet they've got that like really thin strap going up the top. I think it's really flattering on your feet, and they go really well with something like this, especially when you just want a little bit of extra height. If you've got a pair of trousers that are maybe just the tiniest bit too long, they hit the floor and you want like a little bit of height to bring them up, I think these would be so perfect. But yeah, the only complaint I have about them is that they are quite heavy, but I think it's just gonna be one of those where I'm gonna have to test them. I'm gonna have to wear them and see how well they kind of like fare from like walking around, how comfortable they are. So yeah, I'm excited about them. I think they're going to be a great addition into my wardrobe, but I'm really going to have to test drive these sandals. But I will leave them linked down below, along with Bobbi's other summer shoes, because they have so many gorgeous new in bits for the summer. Oh, the hair is big this morning. My goodness me, I'm on day 3 hair. So I have done my little day 3 hair refresh this morning. Bit of dry shampoo, bit of hair oil. I'll leave the reel actually linked down below that I did, where I showed you just the difference it makes going from my day 3 hair to basically looking like I've had a fresh shower and a fresh wash. But I'm just getting myself ready this morning. I'm quite warm this morning actually. I might just put a little bit of powder on. I am loving the NARS powder at the moment. This is the translucent crystal light reflecting setting powder, and it's just a plain white powder, and I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this on camera. I'm going to try and show you. Can you see how shiny I am, particularly around like my cheekbones? But it just takes away that shine. It's honestly amazing. I do have a bit of highlight on at the corner of my cheekbone actually, which I don't want to take away the shine of that. In fact, I've been using some new products this morning that I am kind of in love with. I was very kindly sent some bits from Ciate, and oh my goodness me, we just need to talk about this palette. I used a little bit on my eyes today and it is beautiful. I mean, look at those shades. They are just so stunning. They're actually quite like autumnal shades. I feel like it's come out a little bit early for a lot of these, but this is called the Olive palette. And I don't know how well I'm going to use a lot of like the greeny tones. I feel like if you had a darker complexion than me, if you had like beautiful olive skin or even darker than that, this would look so beautiful on you. But I just used a little middle shade in there, which, let's be honest, is probably the most uneventful shade that I could have gone for, but I just wanted to test out how the eyeshadow kind of sat on my eyes, because especially in the summer I do struggle with eyeshadow with regards to it like creasing and it like not staying put. So I kind of just wanted to test drive it today because I'm actually heading out this morning. I've got a lovely day planned, so I used that, and then I also used the new Dewy fixing stick Dewy stick from Ciate. I did do that typical thing where I put it back in the packaging so that I could show it to you. It's such a beauty blogger thing, honestly. But this highlight, oh my goodness me, can you just see that tiny little bit of glow right on my cheekbones? I haven't applied a lot because obviously it's just a daytime look and I don't want to look too OTT today, but it is just such an easy little highlight stick that you can literally just apply the tiniest little bit on your cheekbones, and it just gives such a like lovely glowy highlighted look, which I am just obsessed with. So really, really kind gifts from Ciate. They also sent over, which I haven't actually tried yet, but I'm excited to give a go, the microblading brow, which I haven't really been filling in my brows as much recently, but sometimes, there are some days, I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified that I have eyebrow blindness. You know that TikTok trend where people just don't really realize that they're not doing their brows right? It terrifies me, and I never want to do the filter where it tells you how to do your brows because I'm quite lazy with my brows and I don't really want to make them more high maintenance, but it does terrify me that I have brow blindness. But they sent over the microblading brow, and they also sent over the perfecting putty. Now this is a mattifying and blurring balm, which I'm not entirely sure how this actually works. It says here to apply with fingers on skin before or after makeup onto areas that you want to soften, blur or mattify. So it basically almost sounds like kind of like a powder and a concealer all in one, which is absolutely insane. It is coloured. I might just apply a little bit actually, just maybe around here, because this is where I get the oiliest, especially on days like today when it is quite warm. And does anyone else as well, after watching Wild Child as a teenage girl or a tweenage girl, I think I was maybe about 10 or 11 when it came out. I'm always terrified of a Sula sweaty upper lip alert. Honestly, it terrifies me, but that actually I quite like. I feel like that is just kind of blurring, that is purifying, that is quite nice. I really, really like that. So some lovely bits that sent over from Ciate, and as I said, I've got a lovely day today. I feel like I'm talking a million miles an hour because I know I need to leave in literally the next 5 minutes because I am meeting my mum, meeting Lady C this morning for a lovely breakfast at Limewood. We've not visited Limewood in a little while, and we thought it would just be the perfect day to have a little wander around the grounds, a little breakfast spot and a little catch up because I've not seen her in a few days. So it would just be the perfect way to start the day. So I'm gonna head off and have a lovely little morning at Limewood House. Well, I probably have just about enough time to show you my outfit of the day. We have gone very black today actually, which wasn't really intentional, but apparently we've gone for an all black summer look, which I know is such a controversial one. It's so funny, I uploaded a reel the other week actually, and it was about fashion rules I don't follow, and one of the rules that I feel like has just been the most controversial in the sense of so many people agreeing with me but also so many people disagreeing with me is black being a summer colour. I've had so many people commenting being like, yes, it's definitely a summer colour. Oh my gosh, I wear it all the time. Even some people being like, this isn't even a rule. Of course black is a summer colour. But then there's so many people being like, no, I would never wear black in summer. You're going to get too hot. Like, I would never wear that colour. It's far too dark. It's far too wintry. And I just completely disagree. I love black in summer. I feel like if you're going to wear black, you've got to really think about the material that you're going for. So this is a gorgeous little dress from Abercrombie, and it is a black linen, and I find black linen so flattering. I also find that I am the kind of person that doesn't get very hot very easily. I'm a bit of a lizard. I quite like lying out in the sun. I feel like getting the sun like soaking into my skin is the only way to keep me warm. I'm the opposite of Alex. I feel like he gets hot so easily and I always get so cold so quickly. So I think maybe that's another reason why I do love black in summer, because I'm not a hugely sweaty person. I'm not a hugely like hot-blooded person. It doesn't really run in my veins. I'm very cold-blooded. So yeah, I've just got the gorgeous little Abercrombie dress on. I've gone for my little YSL basket bag, and then I was thinking about wearing the new Bobby's shoes, but it's very dusty at Limewood and I don't want to get them covered in dust literally on their first wear, so I've just gone for my little June slides, which as I said, I do find these very comfortable, but like if I have been wearing them all day, I get very flat-footed in them. That's my only issue that I have with them. But yes, I'm so excited. If you don't know what Limewood House is, if you've not been following me before, it's the most beautiful little hotel here in the New Forest, but it's more than just a hotel. It's like a place that you can go and stay. You can go and have a wander around the grounds. You can go and visit the greenhouse. You can go for a coffee. You can go for lunch. lunch, you can go for pudding. It's just the loveliest little retreat, I think is the best way to describe it. They've also got a spa there with a swimming pool. They've got a little shop that sells so many gorgeous like wellness products. It is just the perfect place to be in the New Forest, and it's only 10 minutes down the road from me. So it's normally a place I visit quite a lot, but as I said, we've not been there in a little while. So I'm really looking forward to today and to having a lovely catch up with Lady C. Look at how beautiful it is at Limewood today. We've got a few lawnmowers going at the moment, so I'm sorry it's a little bit noisy, but my goodness me, it's so beautiful. We've even got our favourite spot here at Limewood. I honestly love this little spot just here in the nook. I'm going to try not to get too many people outside because it's quite busy today, but oh, it is just such a beautiful day. A lot of people sitting out on the veranda just enjoying the sunshine. It's so lovely. Limewood to lots of lawnmower noises, and I've come home and it seems like every single neighbour around me is mowing their lawn as well today. Today is the day for mowing lawns. I wanted to show you a little bit more around Limewood, but it was very busy, and obviously with the lawnmowers going, it was very noisy. I feel like because it's a weekday, it was why they were doing it. They would never normally do that at the weekend, but I do forget it is the school holidays now, so there was a lot of children running around, a lot of families that were there, so it wasn't quite the right opportunity to be able to show you a little bit more around the grounds. But oh my goodness me, if you have the opportunity to visit, you need to go, because there are so many roses still in bloom. It's just so gorgeous at this time of year, and to be able to sit out on the patio. We actually, after having our lovely toast and coffee for breakfast, decided to sit out on the lawn and have a little pot of tea, and it was just the perfect way to spend the morning. But I've come home to a lovely little PR parcel that has arrived from 6 Stories. Now this says 6 Stories Swim. I have just ripped off my address so you can't see my address on there, but I have no idea what is in here. It says swimwear that deserves a space in your suitcase. So let's open this up. If I can do it one-handed together, because I'm so intrigued as to what is in this box. I love 6 Stories pieces. I know I've unboxed some pieces from them with you fairly recently. They do mainly bridal bits, so I'm intrigued to see what we have inside. So it says here, 6 Stories Swim. Let's read this. Inspired by the world's most coveted honeymoon and hen destinations, our new swimwear is made for endless wanderlust, romance and fun. Expect exquisite detail, impeccable fit, lavish fabrics, and unapologetically confident style. Whether you're lounging poolside at the hen party, soaking up the sun on your honeymoon, or making a splash at a destination wedding, our swimwear will have you feeling both beautiful and confident. Oh my goodness me, that is so exciting. So it looks like they've just launched a new swimwear collection as part of 6 Stories, which I feel like is such a perfect addition to the brand, because yes, honeymoons, bachelorettes, hen parties. If you ever don't know what a hen party is, if you hear a Brit talking about a hen party, it is a bachelorette. It's just the term that we have for it here. But it looks like they have sent over a new swimming costume, which is very exciting. Oh, it's a really cute little 1 shoulder number. Oh, that is gorgeous, and I love the fact that it's a 1-piece, because you guys know me, I am a 1-piece gal. I love the little bow that it's got at the top. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness me, what else do we have in here? They've been so kind to send these bits over. So we have a Starskin VIP gold mask for eyes. Oh my goodness, I really need this. I'm not gonna lie, I've not been sleeping great recently. I've been quite tired, so I definitely think I need to use these tonight to give myself a little pamper. We then also have, oh my goodness, what is in here? Rehab hair oil. Oh wow, that is so clever, because I really struggle with hair oil whenever I go away on holiday, because I usually have to take like my full hair oil pump with me, and obviously it takes up so much room in my case. It's so heavy, so that is amazing. It's little hair oil capsules. Oh my gosh, that is game changing. We then also have the Soul Skin. What is this? A very dark tanning mousse. Oh, I'm not really much for mousse anymore, so I might pass this on to a friend of mine who loves a dark tan, but we all do need a little bit of tan whenever it comes to going away on holiday. I do love to use my gradual tan, and also you can tell I've been sitting out in the sun today because my freckles, oh my goodness, they are coming out. We then also have, What is this? I'm guessing this is a pair of sunglasses from 6 Stories. I didn't even know that they did sunglasses. Oh wow, these are fun. Oh my goodness, look at these. These are such like Hindu sunglasses. They are absolutely amazing. Really like square and retro. They would be the perfect thing to wear if you're the bride going on your Hindu abroad. Good morning, Mon Petit, although it's still technically the morning. Just about. I'm starting the vlog a little bit later today because I have just been squirreling away this morning in Nancy Meyer's office. I can't help myself but call this room that because it honestly has just become such a lovely, tranquil working space for me. And every time I sit down in this room, I intend to be at my laptop for maybe like an hour, 2 hours max, and before I know it, half of the day has gone. But I've had a really productive morning this morning. I had a Zoom call, hence why I'm a little bit made up, a little bit made up. I have a bit more makeup on than I normally do. I kind of just got a bit carried away with my makeup this morning, but I've got my little H&M cardigan on this morning, which I am just absolutely loving. I think I may have admitted that yesterday was my 3-day-old hair, and the fact that it's in a slick back bun means that, you know, I didn't wash it last night. I really just could not be bothered, so we're going slick back bun. And whenever I do a slick back bun, I like to elevate it with my jewellery. I've got some Monica Vinader pieces on today, and I've realised actually that this will be the last chance that you have to use my Monica Vinader discount code. I know so many of you have been using the discount code over the last couple of months, but it does run out on the 31st of July. So I wanted to give you one last reminder about the discount code because it is 20% off Monica Vinader jewellery, and they do not offer discount codes like this often, so it's amazing to be able to make the most of the discount because obviously their pieces are a little bit higher price pointed. That 20% is actually such a big savings. So if you have any birthdays coming up, any anniversaries or anything like that where you want to maybe treat someone to some gorgeous jewellery or just treat yourself, you know, I'm always about that treat yourself attitude. If you've had a really successful summer, if you maybe want to buy some new jewellery before you go on holiday, I would definitely recommend. So I've got this gorgeous pair in. This is a collaboration that Monica Vinader did with Kate Young, and I absolutely adore them, especially on days like today when I just want to elevate my look but I don't want anything too much. Sometimes I do find that dangly earrings when you've got a slick back bun is a little bit much and it looks a bit too like try hard, you know what I mean? Whereas these I feel like are just the perfect elevated piece but still just look quite understated, if that makes sense. And I've got my favourite Monica Vinader bracelet on. This is just a really gorgeous little chain bracelet with the most beautiful asymmetric pearl detail. I love this pearl because it's just so imperfect. It's so asymmetric and so like bashed about, which I absolutely adore. And especially on days like today when I've just got a day at home, I don't want heavy jewellery because I don't know about you, when I'm like typing away on my laptop, I hate it when I can like hear my jewellery knocking into my laptop. So it's a great one if you work in an office, if you work at a desk, if you just want something that's a little bit elevated but again still really simple and really understated. So I just wanted to remind you about that discount code because you don't have long left to be able to use it, and I know so many of you guys are going to want to make the most of that saving. So I've come into my dressing room because I realised the other day when I was doing my wardrobe, organise and dressing room declutter that I had a couple of bits in my new in wardrobe that I haven't yet had a chance to show you. Some really gorgeous pieces that I've been adding into my wardrobe. A couple of pieces that I've had for a couple of weeks now actually, and a couple of new in bits from one of my favourite brands, Row & Sew. They do the most gorgeous pieces, whether you're looking for like new in dresses, whether you're looking for some gorgeous little like statement tops. Oh my gosh, they have so many cute pieces, and I believe all of these bits I picked up from the petite section, which was always very exciting because it means they're actually going to fit so nicely in length and in kind of like my torso as well. I feel like just the proportions fit so much better on me, so I thought I would show you what I've been picking up. So this first dress you'll probably recognise if you follow me on Instagram because you guys went nuts for this dress. I don't think I've ever had so many people run to buy a dress so quickly after I posted this. In fact, I think Row & Sew also reposted it onto their page and everyone went nuts for it there as well. And rightly so, because it's such a beautiful dress. And I feel like this haul is quite fitting for what we were saying yesterday about black being a summer colour if you go for the right material. And black linen has just been my favourite material and colorway to wear this summer. I feel like it's just so chic, it's so effortless, it's so stylized, but the fact that it's linen, it means it's a little bit more like creasy, it's a little bit more casual and undone, and it just looks so effortless. That's what I absolutely love about it. So I've really been reaching for black linen so much this summer. I feel like it's just the perfect colorway and perfect material for like a really elevated, beautiful but lightweight summer outfit. So it's a really gorgeous linen blend, and I like going for a linen blend because it just means a little bit less creasy, it requires a little bit less maintenance, but you still get that like really effortless casual vibe. And this is just a really gorgeous like plain and simple kind of mid-axy dress. It does come with a belt, but to tell you the truth, I've been really loving styling it without the belt. I just feel like it's a little bit more effortless and undone and casual in my opinion. I think I picked this up in a 12. No, I went for a 14, but I probably could have gone for a 12 if I wanted it to be a little bit more fitted. I didn't necessarily need to size up in it, but obviously with it being from the petite section, it fits so beautifully in length, and it's the kind of dress that I feel like I am going to keep in my wardrobe forever. It is the epitome of an ageless dress. I can so imagine myself wearing this in like my 40s or my 50s, and it's still just looking so chic and so stylish. How gorgeous is this? Oh, it really is just the dress of the summer, the perfect like lunch out with the girls kind of a dress when you just want to be comfortable and chic, but you still want to look really cute. I've just styled it up with my little slingbacks, which is my favorite way to wear it because I really love how the black pairs with the black linen. It actually has side slits either side of the dress, which I find is what makes it a little bit more casual. I feel like it just really loosens the silhouette of the dress. I absolutely love it, and I love the fit of the top. I just really love the kind of like crew neckline and the shape of it. As I said, it does also come with a belt if you really wanted to like cinch in that waist, but I'm kind of loving that more undone, like loose, flowy, almost smock kind of detail, but not quite smock. But as I said, if you wanted to, you could definitely size down it from this dress if you wanted it to be a little bit tighter and a little bit more figure hugging, but I quite like it being a little bit more loose. I just think it's such a gorgeous dress, and it's quite nice seeing it with my hair up actually, because I've only worn it with my hair down, and it does look really nice with hair up as well. You could definitely style it with some like layered necklaces. You could get them at Monica Vinader for 20% off, but some really gorgeous like gold jewellery pieces I think would pair really well, or even a gorgeous pearl necklace I think would look amazing with this. I thought I would actually just show you quickly what it looks like with the belt. So you can see it really cinches in your waist and kind of pulls in that silhouette, but I don't know what it is, I just prefer how it looks without. I think it's just so much more effortless, so much more undone. But yes, I just wanted to show you the belt as well, just in case that is the way that you wanted to wear and style the dress. Either way, I think it is so beautiful. Next up is this adorable little knitted top. Now, if there's one thing that I have been obsessed with this summer, it is knitted tees. I feel like the weather that we have had this year in the UK has really called for it, because it's not necessarily been the warmest ever, but it's still very muggy. It's the only word I can ever think of. I know it's such a British term. Very close, it's quite humid, it's still very warm, so I want something that's really lightweight but still going to keep me a little bit toasty on those cooler summer days. And when I saw this little knitted top, I just had to pick it up. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how I'm going to style this up, because I don't think you could just wear a bra underneath it, even if you were to wear a nude bra, because I feel like you'll be able to see that so clearly, because it is completely like wholly completely see-through. So maybe a vest underneath, but then does that negate the fact that it's like a summery piece? Maybe this is more of like an August transitional piece when the weather gets a little bit cooler. I'm not entirely sure, but I was thinking with either a pair of like linen trousers or even just like some linen shorts would look really cute with this. And as I said, I've just been loving the knitted tee trend. It's very me this summer, and I just feel like, again, it's so easy to style, effortless, timeless. And when I saw this, I just had to pick it out. This is flipping adorable. Absolutely adorable. This is actually my first time trying it on. I was really unsure how it was going to look on, but this to me is the epitome of that like coastal auntie chic, the new buzzword, coastal auntie. We're out with the coastal grandma and in with the coastal auntie, which is basically coastal grandma but a little bit younger and a little bit cooler. And I would love to say that I'm a coastal auntie, but I think we can all agree I'm a coastal granny, let's be honest. But this is just so cute. I love the way it kind of like folds up in itself. Like, it does actually come down a little bit lower, but the way that the waistband works, it just really sits nicely folded up, and I love how it looks with the linen trousers. I think it's just so gorgeous, and it's actually not quite as see-through as I thought it was going to be. I've just got on like a light white bralette underneath, and I think it really works with the top. You can't really see the detail of it underneath, so I'm really impressed with that. Love the sleeves. I think this would also work really well with shorts. It's just like such an effortless, easy, kind of beachy, summery outfit, and I absolutely love it for that. Now I know what you're going to be thinking, that looks exactly the same as the first dress that you showed us, but I promise you it is very, very different. Different in its kind of texture, in its material, but also in the kind of functionality of it. I feel like the first dress I showed you, you could wear in the evening, maybe for like a summer holiday if you're abroad, but that to me is more of a daytime dress. It's more of like an elevated daytime, going for lunch with your friends, or like a lovely day out dress. This is much more of an evening dress, and you know I've been really working at elevating my evening wear wardrobe for the summertime, and when I saw this on Rowan So's website, I couldn't pick it up any faster. It's just such an effortless, easy style that, again, I feel like is so ageless. You can keep this in your wardrobe for years. I loved the pleating detail that ran it through it, and I really love in the summer having my arms out, especially when I've got a little bit of a tan going on. I feel like I've got a bit of a sun-kissed glow. I think it's so lovely to have your shoulders and your arms out, and I feel like this is the kind of thing that you can just style up in so many different ways for so many different occasions. It's one of those dresses that you keep in your wardrobe for decades, and whenever you have one of those I don't know what to wear moments, if you're heading out in the evening, this is the kind of thing that you reach for and you feel absolutely amazing in. So I'm so excited to add this into my summer wardrobe. Do you know what I think I want to call this dress? The rom-com dress. This is the kind of dress that you can totally picture in a rom-com when they're finally like going out for their date, or maybe they're like kind of enemies to lovers and they're having to like be nice to each other. They're going to like, I don't know, a benefit or a charity ball or something like that. This is the dress that I would wear to that. I mean, how gorgeous does it look? I've just paired it with the gorgeous little slingbacks from H&M, which I know you guys absolutely adored. They are just plain black. They look so elevated, and they aren't heeled, but I feel like they look it with the dress. It's like the perfect length to kind of hide the fact that they are actually completely flat, which I absolutely love. It's such a gorgeous length, and the way the silhouette just moves, the way the skirt flows is so effortless. I love how it looks on top as well. The waistband isn't actually elasticated, which I thought it would be, but I kind of like that because it means that it cinches you in really, really nicely. I think I probably wouldn't wear this with my hair up. I think hair down might sit a little bit nicer, or alternatively, again, you could go for some gorgeous jewellery just to elevate it. I think like a little clutch bag as well would just look so beautiful with this. It's just like such a perfect evening summer dress. It's just so effortless yet somehow so pulled together and so chic, and that's exactly what I'm looking for in my summer evening wardrobe. So it is officially going to be renamed the rom-com dress, and I absolutely love it. Super quick interjection here. This is actually Ellie from the future, and I've had the final dress arrive from my haul. This didn't arrive in time to show you the rest of the pieces, but hopefully I'm going to be able to edit this super quickly and slot this into the video, because I wanted to show you this final dress from Rowan So, because oh my goodness me, it is beautiful, and I know so many of you guys are going to love this dress. It's a really interesting material actually. It's like a black crepe material, so super lightweight. It's actually so warm today as I'm filming, and this dress is really lovely and lightweight, so perfect for a day like today. It has pockets, which excites me so much, and I'm sure it's going to be no surprise to any of you that my favorite thing about this dress is the shoulder detail. I love me puff shoulder detail, and I really love it when it's like puff but it's not like huge. I really don't like it when they really come out far and they look a little bit too almost comical, like they look like you're almost cosplaying in the dress, whereas this is just so elevating and so beautiful. I love the way that it just lifts my torso, because I can tell you for sure I do not have a long torso, and I feel like it looks really elongated in this dress. I also love the length of it. I believe this is also from the petite section. I will leave it linked down below if it's not, but I love the length. It's so perfect with like a cute little pair of slingbacks or slides. It's just such a gorgeous, just hitting the ankle kind of a length. Obviously most people will probably be a tiny little bit shorter, but I think that will be so beautiful, and it's just such a gorgeous dress for any kind of like summer styling. If you've got like lunch dinners to go to, or like dates with the girls or anything like that, this is the kind of dress that I feel like I just live and die in during the summer months. So I just wanted to slot this in and make sure that you didn't miss out on it, because I know so many of you guys are going to absolutely adore this dress. I feel like it's going to become such a staple in my summer wardrobe. I sometimes cannot help but crack up looking at the weird positions I end up putting you in. I wish you could see yourselves right now, because you're currently propped up in my bathroom cabinet. But we're in the bathroom because I cannot put it off any longer. I need to wash my hair tonight. I've been putting it off and putting it off. I've been hair masking, I've been oiling, I've been dry shampooing, and enough is enough. I need to give my hair a wash. I don't know what it is, but this week I've just not wanted to do it. And I've just received a new delivery, and I feel like this to me is nature's way. It's the universe's way of saying, Ellie, wash your damn hair. it is getting ridiculous now. I've just received a lovely delivery from Sam McKnight, which is a haircare brand that I absolutely adore. And I also just love this little makeup bag. Does anyone else love a makeup bag that you can like see through? I always use these going to like the gym, going to the club and things like that, because it just means that you can see exactly what you have in there. I feel like it's a little bit more hygienic, but I thought that we could unbox what's in the bag together because they've been so kind to send over some really, really lovely bits. Starting off with one of the sprays. This is the volumizing spray, which I do absolutely love. I am someone that has very thick but heavy hair, and I feel like I need a lot of help with regards to volumizing. So a little spritz of this before you blow dry your hair really helps to give it that volume that you are looking for. I feel like especially in the summer months when it's a little bit more humid, I feel like you either go one of two ways. You're either Monica and your hair gets bigger and bigger as the day goes on, or you're like me and your hair just gets flatter and flatter as the day goes on. So I absolutely love this. I also can spot that we have in here the gorgeous Sea Spray, which I love as well. This is a really, really good one if you are doing a bit more of like a rough hairstyle, if you're maybe doing like a bit more of an updo. I have very, very silky hair, like it's very soft, which means a lot of updos just do not hold. So I really love using the Sea Spray. So those are absolutely gorgeous. We also have, very excitingly, the Barely There Texture Mist. Now I have never tried this before, but this looks absolutely amazing. It says here, the go-to texturizer for those effortless, sexy, tussled, textured styles. Spritz in, mess it up for the same Sam McKnight signature done, undone look. That sounds amazing. We also have the Sam McKnight Multitasking Heat Protecting Styling Mist. I absolutely adore this. The styling mist is such a good one if you are like me and you blow dry or you're straightening your hair every single day. I love this because I actually watched a video, and it was, I think it must have been GHD that did this video, and it was about how effective heat protectant is, and they took a pair of straighteners to a piece of paper, and one of the pieces of paper did not have heat protectant on and one of them did. The one that did not have heat protection on literally singed as the straighteners went down. The one that had heat protection in did not singe at all. Like, it was absolutely fine. So I really, really love this, and I love that it's an aerosol, because sometimes if I use like a spritzing one, I feel like I'm not covering the whole of my hair. So this is really nice that I can literally use it to cover the entirety of my hair. And I love that it's like a really nice mini size. And then we also have the shampoos and conditioners, which I'm very, very excited about, because this to me is just what I need to give me the kick up the arse to wash my hair. Because you know when you have a lovely new shampoo and conditioner to use and you're just excited to actually wash it. So this is the volumizing shampoo and volumizing conditioner. Cool Girl Cleanse and Cool Girl Nourish. And a really nice, again, a perfect size. In fact, actually, after using these tonight, I might actually pop these in my gym bag so that whenever I'm at the gym, I can use like a really lovely shampoo and conditioner, because I don't like using the ones at the club. And sometimes I forget, if I don't have like a mini that I can chuck in my bag, I forget to bring my shampoo with me. So I can chuck that in my gym bag afterwards. So if this isn't a sign from the universe to get in the shower and get my hair washed, then I don't know what is. So I think I'm going to leave this vlog here, because there's been lots to show you, lots of new bits in my wardrobe. Love doing a bit of a declutter early on in the week. I feel like I'm keeping the wardrobe at bay now. Like, it always happens for a couple of weeks. I can keep it really nice and tidy, and then it starts kind of building again. So that's why I quite like to do regular wardrobe declutters and regular dressing room clear out. So I'm feeling very therapeutic for doing that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you got to the end of it, comment hair down below in your comment, or the hair emoji down below in your comments, so I know that you got to the end. So I always love knowing who gets to the end of my videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.